Let's be honest, absolutely no one enjoys staring at a property tax bill. And you know what's even worse? Dreading that drive down to the county office, hunting for parking, and standing in a massive line. But what if I told you there is a much, much easier way? Welcome to this explainer, where we're going to walk through exactly how to seamlessly pay your property tax online in Dauphin County, Pennsylvania.
So, are you ready to skip that line and, more importantly, dodge those pesky late fees? By the time we wrap up here, even if you are a total beginner with zero technical experience, you're going to know exactly how to use the county's digital tools to handle your bill right from the comfort of your own couch. Seriously, it's time to take the stress out of tax season.
Here is our quick roadmap for today. We'll cover preparation and requirements, navigating the payment portals, finding your property info, completing your online payment, FAQs and troubleshooting, and finally, a summary and important disclaimers.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, Preparation and Requirements.
To make this as smooth as possible, you'll need to grab 3 specific things to have physically in front of you before clicking any links. First up, your payment method. That's going to be either a credit card or a Visa debit card. Second, you'll need your property parcel ID or your exact site address. And third, you really need an awareness of vendor processing fees. Yep, there are fees, but knowing exactly what they are up front means zero nasty surprises later.
Let's talk about those fees for a second just to set expectations. 2.55. That is the exact percentage charged as a vendor processing fee if you decide to use any major credit card online or over the phone. Because Dauphin County uses a third-party payment gateway, this fee goes straight to that vendor, not the county itself. So if your tax bill is, say, $1,000, you're looking at about $25.50 tacked on in fees. But here is a really helpful workaround. If you choose to use a Visa debit card instead of a regular credit card, it's just a flat fee of exactly $4. That's it. Whether your tax bill is $500 or $5,000, you're only paying $4. That is a massive difference, and honestly, a pretty great insider tip for keeping your out-of-pocket costs down.
Moving right along to Section 2, Navigating the Payment Portals.
Okay, this is absolutely crucial. Dauphin County actually has 2 completely different systems, one for current year taxes and another totally separate one for delinquent taxes. Current year taxes are active and they're handled by the Treasurer's Office for participating municipalities. Delinquent taxes, those are past due and managed entirely by the Tax Claim Bureau. You cannot use the same website for both, so you really have to know which one you're trying to pay.
If you are paying current year taxes, you're going to head over to dauphincounty.gov/payments. This links you right to the official gateway managed by 4-day payment systems. Now, if you're kind of old school and prefer to skip the computer to pay over the phone using their 1877 number, you'll be prompted for a code. You'll want to punch in jurisdiction code 7517. That specific code is what ensures your current year payment lands in the exact right place.
But on the flip side, if you're paying delinquent taxes, you have to use the DevNet Wedge portal. That web address is dauphinpa.devnetwedge.com. If you try paying a delinquent bill on the current year site, it literally just won't work. Oh, and notice this. If you use the phone system for those past due taxes, your jurisdiction code changes to 7512. So remember, 2 different systems, 2 completely different codes.
Which brings us to Section 3, Finding Your Property Info.
The really good news here is that you do not need to set up some complicated traditional account with a username and password just to look up your info. You actually have 3 primary ways to search the county database. You can search by your parcel ID, which you'll find right there on your paper tax bill. You can search by the owner's name, or you can just search by the site address, using the street name and house number. Just make sure you leave out directional words like north or south. Honestly, though, I highly recommend using the parcel ID. It's like a digital fingerprint for your house and is by far the most accurate method.
Now, here is a super crucial insider tip for that DevNet portal. Your parcel ID needs to be formatted perfectly. It usually looks like a long string of numbers separated by dashes. But if the ID on your paper bill is only 8 digits long, you absolutely must add 7 zeros to the very end of the numeric portion. Seriously? Knowing this little trick is going to save you from a very common, very frustrating technical roadblock.
Okay, let's get down to business with Section 4, Completing Your Online Payment.
We're going to walk through the actual payment gateway steps, methodically. Step 1. Verify your property details on the screen. Take a second and make sure the name and address are actually yours. Step 2. Select your payment method. Keep in mind what we talked about earlier.
Visa debit is that flat $4 fee, while credit cards are going to charge you a percentage. Step 3, review your final total, including those fees, so you know exactly what is coming out of your bank account. And finally, Step 4, hit Submit and immediately save or print out that digital receipt for your records. Do not skip that last part.
I do need to jump in with a quick but vital note regarding exceptions. If a property falls into bankruptcy status, or if it is currently sitting on the repository list, the online system simply will not accept the payment. It's totally locked down. In those specific scenarios, you are going to have to reach out to the county directly to arrange how to pay.
All right, let's cover some common hiccups in Section 5, FAQs and troubleshooting. This is an exact quote directly from the Tax Claim Bureau, and it's a big one. It takes 1 to 2 business days for online and over-the-phone payments to update on the website. Basically, if you hit pay and then check the website an hour later, it is likely still going to say you owe the money. Deep breaths. Be patient. Please, whatever you do, do not redo the payment, or you might accidentally double charge yourself, and nobody wants to deal with that refund process. If you do hit a wall or run into a technical issue, here is exactly who you need to contact. Feel free to literally pause this explainer right now and jot these numbers down. For current taxes, you'll call the treasurer at 717-780-6550. For delinquent taxes, call the Tax Claim Bureau at 717-780-6125. And if you just want to use the automated phone payment line for either of those bills, dial 1-877-690-3729. We are almost at the finish line. Section 6, Summary and Important Disclaimers. Let's do a really quick recap of our core milestones. Number 1, gather your parcel ID and payment method before you even start clicking. Number 2, absolutely make sure you pick the correct portal. Remember, current year versus delinquent. Number 3, keep an eye on those fees. A Visa debit will save you money with its flat $4 fee compared to that credit card percentage. And number 4, wait 1 to 2 full business days for your payment to finish processing before panicking. Now, I do have to read this required professional disclaimer. Tax policies, fees, and portal links can update or change over time. Always verify current procedures on the official Dauphin County website before sending any money. As creators of this explainer, we are not responsible for future platform updates or changes in procedure made by the local government. Just use your best judgment and double-check their official site.
And that wraps up our guide. Now that you know the exact steps, the insider tips, and the proper portals to use, are you going to take advantage of the digital system for your next tax bill? Honestly, skipping the long lines and managing your property taxes from your couch is just an incredibly efficient way to handle your business. Thanks so much for learning along with me today on this explainer, and here's hoping this makes your next tax season an absolute breeze.